Hi guys, James here and welcome back to my channel in this winter Ukrainian wonderland, if we close eyes and pretend war isn't happening. Temperature has dropped significantly. Now it's -5 in the average in the night and below. It was winter storm, rain, and after freezing temperature, many trees has fallen and damaged electricity chain. As you may already noticed, we have moved into the house to cope with winter in the time we have no electricity. We have been living here third week and it's actually harder and colder if you do not heat the rooms in the house. As you may already notice, Ukraine has freezing temperature now and it's extremely difficult to manage while you have no power at home. Yesterday we have break new record high, guys, really 14 hours in the row without electricity. And now I will show you corridor, the coldest place in the house, of course if you have no heating. If you have light and heating, it's okay. Now I have lighting, I'm lucky. If we have no power 10 hours in the row, like emergency power cut off, the temperature can drop in the corridor till 12 or 13 degrees above the zero. Let's check kitchen. It's quite small, but it's okay because it's easier to heat it with the wooden stove, for example. As you may see, this is a kitchen slash dining room where I'm working when the power is on, but most of the time I'm working from the points of invincibility. Yeah, and yesterday we had no power for 14 hours in a row and it was cold experience because they have cut power at 17 p.m. and we were hoping that after 8 hours we will get power, but it didn't happen. You see the result of apocalypse and work of the generator, and this mist reminds me Stephen King's book. Currently on this Sunday I'm in the point of invincibility. I'm charging my devices, drinking hot tea and just thinking about what I will do after victory, if survive. At 7 a.m. I woke up from the sounds of that gas heating begins to heat, and this meant that we have got a power. When I were passing through the corridor to get to the bathroom, I actually were in the t-shirt and was thinking about this is terribly cold. This is bathroom. It's small, bright, but it contains all we need, for example this washing machine. Guys, first 3 months of our living in West Ukraine we have no any washing machine and we need to wash our clothing by hands. My huge dream is to fulfill this bath with water and take a bath, not shower, but it's very expensive and I will rather donate this money to the army. And actually, to survive this experience, yesterday we decided to heat one of our wooden stove. Yeah. I'm lucky to have my husband because he knows much about survival skills and know how to heat with firewood properly. And actually today I was watching the interview with the head of Energy Facilities Department and he said that it will be very difficult for Russian troops to damage gas pipes because our gas pipes are deep under the ground. So if you have a gas at home, it's good and you're lucky. If you're blessed with the gas stove, you can easily boil the water and drink coffee, tea, or just take a shower. Of course, it's not so convenient as if you had hot running water, however, at least something. They are warning us that Russians are waiting for completely freezing temperature like -10 to target our electrical facilities. And the head of the Energy Department told us that we should be prepared for the blackouts for 3 days in the row if Russian actions will be successful. So people who are living in the block of flats, they are extremely vulnerable because if you have no electricity for 48 hours, it means that you have problems with canalization, problems with the heating, and pipes could be freezed and actually collapsed due to the extremely freezing temperature. So government gave us advice to find relatives or friends or anyone who can help us and where we can live to pass through this difficult time while we have a blackout, actually, in the village or in their private houses. And as you may already notice, we are living now in the private houses. In the neighborhood yard we have underground water, this green thing, and we can pump water from there and of course heat our stove in case of apocalypse. But as you can see now, we have electricity and I'm blessed to record and create in this video for you with the additional lighting. My impression is simple. This home needs to be our friend to survive this winter successfully. Now I will ask Ilya if he wants to show you the room he is working in. And he tells you're welcome. So let's check Ilya's office, if you can name it so. This is the back of our wooden stove and its main part, because this part actually heats the room. It can give a heat for 6 long hours even after the wood is burned. This is my favorite sofa. And place there Ilya can work if our house has power. Like this carpet. And of course, guys, we are procrastinating and still have unpacked boxes from our moving. And actually we have not so much stuff because we took little from Dnipro. Living in the house means that you have a lot of job about the house actually. For example, cleaning the snow. We have been living in the flat for all our lives and it's new for us. So you see, guys, how Sunday morning is proceeding. I'm doing videos for you and Ilya is doing work about the house. Let me just show you where we keep firewood to warm the rooms. It is protected by the roof because wood needs to stay dry, because maybe snow, maybe rain. In average, we need one big bag to heat our house twice with the firewood, and the price of each bag is 200 hryvnias. Guys, I want to be honest with you. Price in Ukraine for real estate and especially for rent in the western part of our country skyrocketed. Really. We are renting this tiny house for 15,000 hryvnias a month. And for our family it feels, despite of that both of us are working. However, we understand that this is necessary for our surviving in this winter. Maybe when we pass this winter successfully, we could search for the better and cheaper apartment, maybe in spring or in summer. However, in winter, I believe we should stay here. On the Saturday's blackout, we were burning the wood and the temperature in the room was 20 degrees above the zero. Wow, this is very hot for the winter, and I think that it was a wise decision to move into the house. And you could only imagine, guys, how pregnant women and elder people, children are sitting in the cold apartment in the block of flats 14 hours in a row without any power, and people who have electrical stove in the kitchen who are unable to cook dinner, and this is behind my understanding. Russia, with these mass missile strikes, they are committing act of genocide towards civil population of Ukraine. And you could only imagine how many people have lost their jobs, how many people are experiencing difficulties in their work because people are working remotely and unable to work when power cuts off. Only Starlinks is our actually last hope. Yeah, and I was lucky to find the center with Starlink. However, guys, this center is quite cold because you cannot properly heat the actual tent that was unrolled on the open sky in the freezing temperature. But of course it's better than nothing, than you have no any other alternatives, especially when you have no service and mobile internet. So I'm very happy that I found this place with free Starlink. Guys, I'm grateful for each of you who are spending your time watching this video, because at that moment you could do something for yourself, but you keep watching about Ukraine, you are willing to know more information about truthful life in Ukraine right now, in this moment, how people are struggling with this terrible power outage. And I actually grateful that you are staying on my channel and interested in my life and help me to pass through these strugglings. And it's great to realize that someone cares about you. Guys, really, I was actually amazed when realized that some of you have sent donation on my PayPal. And it was unbelievable for me. No one have been done this for me, never before, except of my relatives and mom when I was younger. And when you feel that someone cares, it really cheers you up to move forward and to struggle, to resist, and keep doing what you are doing. Keep recording this video for you. Keep share situation in Ukraine with you. I can use this donation to buy food and some things that people need in this difficult time, and actually order more firewood for my wooden stove to heat up the rooms. And I'm extremely grateful for this. And of course, this is huge motivation to keep creating and improving my content, because someone cares. So I want to encourage you to put thumbs up to this video, to like it, comment and share among your friends and environment, that other people could know truthful information about life in Ukraine right now and what hardships Ukrainian people have now.